Hey, what's good, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to the channel Subconscious Truth. It's your girl Raina here, and this reading is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This reading may or may not resonate, but thanks for tuning in anyway. I really appreciate it. Let's get right to it. So the Ten of Wands, that's the situation you're dealing with right now. Some of y'all could be taking on more than you could bear. You're overwhelmed, you're stressed. Some of y'all may be a bit selfish, or you're dealing with somebody like this, but you're definitely overwhelmed. You took on too many responsibilities, or there's too many responsibilities that's falling on your shoulder, but you're at the Ten of Wands, and it is an end of a cycle. But what's crossing you is the Five of Wands. So either you dealing with a lot of people and they're too busy arguing or being immature, or they having some pettiness going on, and that's the reason why you having to deal with all the responsibilities, or you're having some internal conflict right here because you want to probably drop this burden, but you don't know how to. So maybe internally you're having a little bit of anxiety, but this could also be you detaching. The Five of Wands, we have these little anxiety attacks, but it's kind of like you fed up. So some of y'all could be at that stage, but maybe you have all these responsibilities because other people are not cooperating. In your conscious position, you have the Ten of Pentacles, so you could be dealing with something, dealing with work, family, some type of dealing with practical matters, but it could be relating to family matters or work matters, or home matters. This could be dealing with the home. I don't know, maybe I got a lot of jobs. Maybe I got more than one job and it's becoming a burden. Or I just have a lot of responsibility as a burden, and it's kind of like maybe this is helping you to sustain, sustain, your life, basically financially, for your family. Maybe you have to take on these responsibilities because you have to support your family, or but it's definitely dealing with work or money, family, and where you putting your energy into. So, but like you're overwhelmed by it. And with the Lovers card and your subconscious mind, you needed to make a head over heart decision here. Whatever you got yourself into, maybe you made a fast decision. Maybe it was because you had to. You felt like you had to. Maybe you felt like you had to, but in reality, like, you need to be true to yourself and honest with yourself and transparent. You need to see things for what it is so you can make that head over heart decision. But maybe whatever decision you made, it was maybe you felt you had to at that time. But in your past, you have the Fool. This is someone. Now, you could have been walking into a situation foolishly, like, just taking a leap of faith, just risking it all. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what happened. Maybe you stepped into something and you wasn't given all the details, or you weren't paying attention to the red flags, and you just was being a fool. You were being very foolish. You wasn't listening to your instincts. Or some of y'all are like, y'all wanting to start over. Y'all wanting to release this burden, and you want to start over. You want to leave this shit behind. And y'all are ready to take a leap of faith and just drop this shit, because you do have two endings. So with every ending is a new beginning. So for y'all who is like, fuck this responsibility, it's not gonna fall on me, y'all just gonna go your own direction because the Fool card is here. But in the outcome, you have the Four of Cups, and some of y'all are stuck on the past. Like, y'all stuck in the past. You're not emotionally content. I don't know if it's this. Are you still in the situation? Because you're not happy, or maybe you not releasing this burden is causing you, emotionally you holding on to it. You know what I mean? You're still emotionally holding on to it, even if you got out of it. Or if you're still in it, you're not happy. And that's what the Lovers card is. Like, you probably made it some type of impulsive decision, or maybe you felt you had to. If you were dealing with a partner, maybe y'all just had this sexual connection. Maybe you needed help, you know what I mean? Maybe you saw this as a way to balance things out, but it didn't work out like that. I don't know your circumstances, but whatever the Four of Cups is like, you know, you're not emotionally content. But those who where these are endings, and if you're being transparent with yourself and you're being honest with yourself, and you're ready to leave this behind, some of y'all, with the outcome, it could be y'all just not gonna fall for temptation. Yeah, right now y'all not gonna take no offers. You're gonna contemplate before taking the offer. And maybe you just want to be by yourself right now. You know what I mean? Maybe y'all just want to be by yourself right now. But those who are having a hard time letting this go, and y'all stuck in the past, and y'all stuck in your emotions, you're not over the situation. You're not over the situation, and you may be, not emotionally content right now. But for those who are like, I'm leaving this shit behind, I'm starting new, I'm being real with myself, you catering to your happiness, and you're not gonna accept any cups, because you need to rest, take some time out for yourself, and focus on yourself. But what I'm seeing is, like, the reason this is happening is y'all having a hard, there's conflict, because there's fear here. There's some type of fear. There's some type of anxiety. Maybe y'all having a hard time letting go of people and places and things that gave you the security, that were your security and stability, your support system. So maybe y'all having a hard time letting go, because with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like you needing to trust in yourself, know that you are worthy, knowing your self-worth, knowing that when you make decisions, you need to use discernment. You need to be disciplined. With the Nine of Pentacles, this woman has it all, but she worked hard for it. She worked hard, damn near hard for it. And she can also enjoy her pleasures. But it's also about your individuality, being able to discipline yourself so you can get the material gain that you want. So I don't know if you're holding on to a job, or you're holding on to an old way of thinking, like how, you work hard, what's the word, what's the saying? You work hard, you play harder, or whatever. I don't know, like, maybe, the way you were conditioned as a child, it's not getting you nowhere. Like, that shit is outdated. You know what I mean? You wanting to break free from those traditions and conditionings, but the problem is you are stuck in fear. You're stuck, maybe it's a job you holding on to that is your stability and security, or maybe it's dealing with your security and stability. But the point is, you need to make a decision. You need to make a decision where it's going to bring you happiness. You know what I mean? But what's holding you back is fear. There's fear, possessiveness. Like, there's some type of fear which is causing possessiveness. The anxiety is causing possessiveness. So you can, like, you're holding on to how, even this is dealing with Ten of Pentacles, is like how society sees you, status, shit like that. So, I don't know if you're having a hard time letting that go, but it's stressing you out and you're conflicted about it. And like with the Lovers, is you need to be real with yourself, you need to be transparent with yourself, and make a head over heart decision. Not an impulsive one, but where you can be balanced. You know what I'm saying? So with the Nine of Pentacles, it's about you trusting yourself. Trusting yourself, believing in yourself, using discernment, and also knowing your self-worth. You know what I mean? So I don't, you are at the end of a cycle here. But again, the outcome is the Four of Cups. You have the Fool card, a new beginning. But sometimes you have to take that leap of faith, and you have to just follow your instincts. Leave the past behind. But sometimes, maybe You know, if you take this, if you leave, you know, maybe it's best just to sit out and contemplate what's your next move. Maybe you're not going to take offers, but some of y'all are stuck in the past. You know, maybe that was your security, your emotional security, but and that's where the fear is. That's where the stagnant energy is. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stagnant energy here, and it's due to fear, due to trust. You need to trust and believe in yourself, basically. But it's like maybe you have some type of conditioning, you know, what you're accustomed to, and it's like you need to probably take a whole new route, a whole new route. Maybe you were contemplating about it, and maybe the fear is stopping you. Don't be too much in your emotions and miss an opportunity too. Because whatever may have not worked out in the past, that doesn't mean you can't accept a new opportunity. Maybe you're not familiar with this opportunity, but it could give you the Nine of Pentacles. Fear is what's creating trust issues. You need to try something new. You're so used to old ways of doing things. And you need to step into something new. You know, that's what I'm seeing with this reading, y'all, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So basically, you know, with the outcome, some of y'all are needing to get out of your emotions and allow things to flow, because y'all holding on to fear, you're holding on to the past, you're holding on to what you know, and you may need to go into the unknown where you can be the nine of Pentacles. Maybe it's a time to grow up and believe in yourself and know your self-worth, and don't let fear you know, hold you back. You know, don't let doubt hold you back. Believe in yourself, trust in yourself, meditate on it. Yeah, but that's what I'm seeing, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.